Good afternoon to everyone. I just stopped by to let all my wife's supporters know that I was dealing with the death of my mom. So that was the reason why you guys wasn't hearing anything about justice for Camille. Well, I'm back to work now, and I will continue to expose all these individuals that played a role in damaging my wife's character. It was simply an accident, and it could have happened to any one of us. But these two corrupt officers on the Royal Bahamas Police Force, the husband and wife, Bonnie and Clyde on the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Mr. Kenwood Taylor and his wife, Camille Taylor, you guys are so heartless. How could y'all do something like this, knowing that my wife was innocent and had 3 young kids in that vehicle with her? You guys would have covered this up the same way if those kids had lost their life. So I will continue to expose you guys until justice is served, because nobody is above the law. Y'all two are a big disgrace to the Royal Bahamas Police Force, especially to the fine men and women that is dedicated to their job. Y'all took an oath to serve and protect the laws and the people of this country, and you guys violated that oath. I'm waiting for you guys to come out publicly. Anyone that I've been exposing for the past few years, I'm hoping and praying that you guys will come out publicly and refute to these allegations, so that I can embarrass everyone and the system that helped these criminals along the way. Sergeant 1324 says, Corporal 2783 Harvey, Sergeant 2272 Moore, WPC 3920 Roll, 1035 retired Sergeant Bennett, 2877 Saunders, and the list goes on and on. All these crew of corrupt officers played a major role in in the conspiracy in the death of my wife. And Mr. Dame, all these officers, why is these officers still getting a paycheck from the government of the Bahamas? So I'll appreciate that you come up publicly and address this matter to the public. What's so sad about this? The fact that individuals within the government of the Bahamas went along with their evil plot to lie about what actually transpired. How could y'all allow these type of corruption to take place within our judicial system? And on top of that, these individuals are still operating in our judicial system. And the Attorney General's office knows these people are corrupt. My question to you, Mr. Garvin Gaskin, Director of Public Prosecution, why is your office taking over a year to complete the report and the dirty work that everyone did in this matter? I guess your hands are tied as well, just like the former Director of Public Prosecution told me in 2015, Mr. Franklin Williams, when I presented him facts and evidence that vindicated my wife from any wrongdoing. He stated that his hands were tied and he has a boss as well. It is such a shame how our judicial system is corrupt, that people that is there are supposed to be there to protect the citizen of this country would tell me that their hands are tied when I present them facts and evidence proving my wife innocent, proving all the dirty work that transpired in this matter. And these individuals will look me in my eyes and tell me that their hands are tied. You know, is this the way justice is served or carried out in the Bahamas? Well, this is one case that I will not let the government of the Bahamas push under the rug. Justice will be served in this matter. Mr. Garvin Gaskin, Director of Public Prosecution, Minister Carl Bethel, Attorney General of the Bahamas, justice has to be served in this matter. It's been 6 years, and I'm not letting go. I'm not walking away from something that is not right. I'm not walking away when I'm speaking the truth. I'm not walking away when I presented all the facts and evidence to you guys, and you guys know exactly what transpired. You guys know I'm speaking the truth. But just because nobody want to do what is right in this country, nobody want to weed out corruption. I thought you guys, when you guys were campaigning, I thought you guys was talking about weeding out corruption. Did y'all really meant that? Apparently y'all did, because you guys been in office for 2 years. And for 2 years, I've been going back and forth playing tennis with you guys under the PLP and the F&M government. And nobody want to do what is right. But I just want you guys to know that I'm not walking away. I'm not walking away until justice is served. Minister Carl Bethel, Attorney General, I'm not walking away. Mr. Garvin Gaskin, do you remember what you told me over a year ago? Or should I remind you? This administration is no better than the previous one. You guys at the AG office knows exactly what transpired under the previous administration in this matter. And you guys had an opportunity, have the opportunity to see that justice carried out. But no one in this country wants to do what is right. No one wants to weed out corruption in this matter. This country is too corrupt, especially from our politicians and those that we put in place to govern this country. This is one case, Mr. Gaskin, Mr. Carl Bethel, Attorney General, Anthony Ferguson from the Royal Bahamas Police Force, and Marvin Daines, the Minister of National Security. This is one case that I refuse to let the government of the Bahamas shove this under the rug. Justice needs to be served. My wife left 4 young kids here, and everybody knew, and I presented facts and evidence under the previous administration and the current administration. And everybody's just dragging their feet because guess what? No one in this country wants to do what is right. And it's so sad the way our judicial system is run. It's run by corruption. You know, you guys campaigned about 2 years ago saying that you guys against corruption. Did y'all really meant that? Apparently y'all didn't mean it. Yeah, I would like for anyone from the Attorney General's office, for the government of the Bahamas, to come up publicly and tell the Bahamian people that I, Leroy Gerald Bowe, is lying about these allegations into the traffic death of my wife that has been surfacing for many years. You know, what are you guys telling the Bahamian people? That when it comes down to doing what is right in this country, everyone is afraid to do what is right. Everybody's afraid to weed out corruption. It's so sad, you know. It's so sad. But I just want you guys to know that Camille Williams-Bowe death is not going in vain. It's not going in vain. So for all those that was a part of this conspiracy, and it goes deep. It's not my problem how deep it go. It's not my problem how y'all trying to avoid fixing it. And who all got to be exposed. Justice has to be served. Attorney Carl Bethel, justice has to be served. Mr. Garvin Gaskin, Director of Public Prosecution, Commissioner of Police Anthony Ferguson, the Minister of National Security Marvin Daines, justice has to be served. I am not walking away from this. No one is above the law. What are you guys telling me and my family? What are you guys telling the Bahamian people? That those in high places, especially when involve the government and their workers, that you guys can just cover things up because y'all have the authority to do it? That is not justice. This is one case I refuse to let the government of the Bahamas push under the rug. The Prime Minister of the Bahamas, Mr. Menace, I've been trying to reach you for almost 2 years. And it's so sad that I got to go through so many red tapes just to try to make an appointment to see you. But I just want you guys to know that you guys need to do what is right in this matter, because you guys are sending a bad message to the public. You know, you guys sending a bad message to the public. This system in the Bahamas is so corrupt. From our leaders that everybody look up to, from our politicians. And it's so sad you got these individuals that was a part of this conspiracy. They're still collecting a paycheck from the government. You got the judge that was involved in this cover-up. You got the prosecutor that's involved in this. You got the officers that involved. Numerous individuals from different departments within the government of the Bahamas and still getting a paycheck. What are you guys telling us? That it's okay for us to just go ahead and take matters in our own hands? That's what you guys want? Because you're doing it the right way. You're doing it the right way. But yeah, you guys looking at everybody like you're stupid. Because guess what? Because y'all have the authority. Y'all have the power. You understand? The thing that y'all could just shove anything down people's throat. No, you cannot do that, man. This is a message for you all, Aaron Stubb. So anybody that knows Aaron Stubb, could y'all please see that he get this mess? It's been 6 years now, Aaron. 6 years. You was only 15, almost 16 when you killed my wife. My wife left behind 4 young kids, you know. I had 3 kids in that car. Could have lose their life as well. So I want to know when you gonna man up and do what is right. I know you're being pressured by a lot of individuals, especially your family and those that involved in this cover-up. You know, but my wife can continue to hunt you until you do what is right. You're a man now. You don't have to listen to what your family, friends, and those that's a part of this cover-up. You don't have to listen to them. Do what is right. How would you feel if this had happened to your mom or your grandmother or your sister or your aunt? How would you feel? How would you feel, man? I don't have anything against you. It was just an accident. It was just an accident. All I'm saying to you is, you're a man now. You're almost 22 years old now. Time for you to stand up, man up, and do what is right. I know it hurts, but do what is right. I know it's a lot of people you might hurt or bring down, but you have to do what is right, Aaron. You have to do what is right. If you believe in God, and you believe in doing what is right, regardless of what other people tell you, you have to do what is right. That's the only way you're going to have a peace of mind. Because until then, that accident will always haunt you for the rest of your life. You know what you did. Your mom and everybody know what you did. God sees what you did, you know. But I'm willing to forgive you from day one because it was just an accident. I don't have anything against you. But those that was a part of this cover-up, I'll never forgive them for what they did. And justice will be served. It might not be this year. It might not be next week. But justice will be served. That's all I have to say to you, man. Do what is right, man. Do the right thing, man. That's all I'm telling you. Do the right thing, man. Because it ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere until justice is served. So you think about what I said. You do what is right, man. Do what is right. Have a clear heart and a clear conscience, man. Until then, you'll never have that.